So many meals with other West African countries. Like, she's just saying, oh, she wants to eat fufu. I'm like, what? You guys also eat fufu in Cameroon? That is crazy. and then I just remembered that she was telling me about their jollof rice. Yeah. Apparently they also have jollof rice. And what are you saying about your jollof rice?
Our jollof rice is actually the best in Africa, if not the world. If not the world. Our jollof rice is the best. See?
Oh, Nigerian and Ghanaian. So you're fighting among each other and the best one is here in Cameroon.
Okay, wait, let's explain something. The thing is that you will not hear Cameroonians talking too much about jollof rice because we have so many foods that are not even because we already know, because we have just so many foods that are even better than jollof rice. So we'll talk to you about things like ndole, eru, things that even better than jollof rice. What is rice? What is rice? But then if you want to talk about the rice,
tell them.
If you want to talk about the rice, is the best.
Our rice is the best.
It's just that we did not know that there was rice competition in the world.
The other jollof rice tastes like that, but the jollof it's not me, guys. It's not me.
You come for me straight.
Did I say it? Did I say that? I'm just an innocent girl in Cameroon. All I want to do, I'm just hungry. I just want to eat.
Don't look for me. Don't look for me and drag me.
Guys, that is crazy.
No, I was playing, but Cameroon jollof rice is the best.
I really want to try Cameroon jollof before I leave. Where can I get it? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. I'm coming at you straight out of Cameroon. This is another day in Cameroon. The weather is perfect. It's not too hot, not too cold. And today our journey has led us to a place called Thank𝙔𝙤𝙪 in Cameroon. We had come to see the Sultan, but unfortunately he passed away. But yeah, I think that's why there's so many people walking in and out. Anyway, we are going inside. I just wanted to show you how it looks like from outside. Follow me.
That you see behind me with all the pictures, the drawings, the inscriptions, it actually contains, or it actually gives you information about all the former kings and sultans of the Bamoun kingdom. You see that from the first right up to a certain point, right up to Njoya, they were kings. But as from Sultan Njoya, halfway through his reign, he became a sultan, from king to sultan, and everybody succeeding him is succeeding as a sultan. So this is just some information on all the previous traditional and religious rulers.
Thank you, guys. So I wanted to show you this amazing structure. Apparently it's a museum that the former sultan built, and he was supposed to open it up this December, but unfortunately he's passed away. It has a very interesting structure. It's a spider on a two-headed snake, which is crazy. You'd think it's very weird, but then when you understand, apparently it means the snake symbolizes power as well as the spider. So they won in the south and in the north, and that's why one is facing the south and the other one is facing the other direction. Just very interesting infrastructure. Drop a comment, let me know what do you think about this. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is gonna be our translator.
Yeah.
So first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me. I'm very humbled to be in your presence. I don't take this for granted.
It's a pleasure for us to receive you. I have to instead say thank you to you because you came all the way from Yaoundé, which is 400 kilometers from Fumban. So thank you for coming. Et la dame a ajouté que c'est aussi depuis le Kenya.
Before I proceed, I just like to appreciate the way you're dressed. We are Africans and we love it when, you know, we represent our culture. It shows you're proud to be African. In this channel, we love to encourage black people to be proud to be black. And the way you're dressed, it's so African. And yeah, thank you so much for representing the African culture.
I think you should be proud to be African. You should be proud to be whoever you are. So God has given you, put you in wherever you find yourself. So you have to use that to do the best you can.
That's amazing, guys. I hope you've heard that. I hope you're proud to be who you are. If you're African, be proud. So let's talk about the smart cities that they are bringing here in Cameroon. We have Mr. Male is coming up with smart cities in different countries in Africa. I have seen the one in Kenya where I'm from. It's beautiful, it's big, it is simply the future. What are your thoughts about the smart city that they're bringing here to Cameroon?
Okay, we are African. We see what is happening in the world. We recognize that one of the things that we lack is the means to do certain things. But here in Africa, we do have modern technology. We have access to devices and devices that help us, that allow us to see what is happening across the world. We see how other people are living. We see the development that is happening in other parts of the world, and of course, we would like to live like that. We would like to have those kinds of facilities right here in our home. So the best thing as an African is to be able to live in your home with the facilities that you need.
That's amazing.
Such facilities.
That's amazing. So when they build the city, some of the things that are going to come up in the city is hospitals, houses, modern houses, good roads, electricity. What about this project excites him the most?
So you spoke about hospitals. When the big hospitals here are found in the big cities. So you have big hospitals in Yaoundé, Douala, but when you go beyond 400 kilometers from Yaoundé, you now start seeing health centers, small health training centers, and you no longer see the big hospitals that give elaborate healthcare. So if we have well-constructed modern hospitals here, it would reduce the cost of healthcare for the people of Fumban and for the people of the surrounding area, because going all the way to Yaoundé for healthcare or to a big city for healthcare, there's the transportation cost, lodging cost, nutrition cost, and then elevated hospital bills. So if people can be cared for and healed in their own city where they live, in their own home, it will be the best option.
That's true.
Yes. And then there's also the issue of roads. When coming here, we saw the roads, we see the roads round town, and if the roads are properly developed, it will also serve the community. We also spoke about electricity. Yes. So we've not had electricity here for the past 2 days. Electricity just came a few moments ago. So if we have electricity, it will even permit the people who live here to develop other things, to work and do what they need to do to further develop the community. So these are very important things that we are all looking forward to for this project. And agriculture is also a big part of the expectation. So agriculture is something that will help the youths, people who live here, to survive.
Yeah, that's very impressive. That is so impressive. So this project is actually life-changing. You're gonna have, people are gonna have access to school. access to hospital, you know, electricity, water. The infrastructure will improve, and the quality of life for the people will also improve as a result. Are you from this area? Are you excited about this project? Drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are about this whole thing that we're talking about. So for strangers or for people who have never been to Cameroon and they're thinking of coming here, what can you tell them? What are the expectations?
So first of all, Cameroon is in Africa. Cameroon has, or Africa in general, has good climate, a nice temperature. Cameroon has good culture, lots of culture, nice traditions, hospitable, and if when this development takes place, it will get to a point where Cameroonians or Africans no longer migrate from their homeland. It will be others coming to visit and see Africa, see Cameroon. Cameroon has, or Africa in general, has lots of touristic attractions. We've at least set up lots of touristic attractions, things that we can show to the rest of the world. So that would be exciting for them to come and see.
It's impressive. What do you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know. So then I guess this project is good for the people. They should start already, right?
They should.
So as we finish up, if there's any Cameroonian who does not understand what this project is all about, how can they advise them to embrace the project?
Sometimes projects will never be understood, but once it starts, people will start understanding. A project that is based on the needs of the people are the easiest to understand. When they start putting up hospitals and people recognize that, oh, I need a hospital, they will understand that this is a good project. When they start putting up electricity and all the other amenities, things that people really need, they are going to understand and, you know, accept more easily. When they, you know, enhance agriculture, 100% of people are going to understand, because it is recognized that this is to help the general population. So once we start the project, it's going to be easier for people to understand. When people see what is going on, and sometimes Africans or Cameroonians like to see before they believe. So yes, once things start once things are put in place, people will start understanding and believing more in the project.
Okay then, thank you so much for your time, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much.
Guys, so we're still here. I'm so humbled to be seated next to another brother of the Sultan. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe it. This is not normal, right? It's not every day you get to meet such people, right?
Not every day, not at all. Royalty.
So I'm really humbled.
I want to first of all thank you for taking that long journey to be here, to, you know, come and visit the Bamoun Kingdom. So thank you for that. When we talk of this project, one thing that comes to mind is healthcare. Healthcare is something that man cannot live without. So when healthcare and other amenities are established, it would be a very exciting and, you know, positive thing. This project is definitely going to boost the entire Bamoun Kingdom, the entire region covered by the Bamoun Kingdom.
Okay, I don't know how much land your community is giving to the project.
Here we don't have a problem of space or land. Everything that the project needs to move forward will be available, even if it's up to 1,000 hectares, whatever the project needs. Especially when we talk about agriculture, agriculture needs a lot of land. So here we don't have a problem with space.
And that's nice, because guys, if you remember well, this project does not displace people. It works with the people wherever they are. So no one is going to be displaced from their house just for this project to happen. It's gonna happen where the people are. The Mwale team and KE International are working with the communities where they are setting up. So yeah, that is something to look forward to. Having said that, what is unique about this community? Because Cameroon is huge, and every part of it, every country has different cultures. So for this kingdom, what makes you proud about it? What is unique?
So the first thing that makes me proud to be Bamoun is the fact that we respect our tradition. We keep our tradition, and it is actually wonderful because this tradition has existed for 600 years.
Wow.
So the Bamoun kingdom has been, a community for 600 years. So for us to have the same tradition up to now, all the villages that are part of the Bamoun kingdom have one language, one tradition, one king, and that is not something that you don't see in every community.
And that's the thing, as Africans, we need to maintain our culture, because what happens when we lose our culture? You just become other people. So it's really nice to be among people who are actually maintaining their culture. That's very impressive.
So we just lost our 19th king, and very soon we're going to crown the 20th king. So that just shows you how established the kingdom is.
Et on parle du royaume Bamoun.
Yeah, we talk of the Bamoun kingdom.
Royaume Bamoun.
It's the Bamoun kingdom. So
I feel like even the way he says it with pride. He's like the Bamoun kingdom, which is that's amazing. And I'm sorry for your loss.
and my condolences pour Robert. The entire kingdom is crying. It's definitely a very big loss because he was our father, he was our king, and he protected us. He has protected the Bamoun people from the smallest to the biggest. So we are really grieving, we are really mourning the loss of our sultan and our father.
And that's why I'm so humble that in spite of everything, he is a brother of the former sultan, but he still made time to talk to us. So as I finish up, I want to ask, for people who are foreigners and they want to come and visit this region, are they assured of their security? Would you say this place is safe for foreigners?
The Bamoun people are, first of all, warriors. You have to understand that the Republic of Cameroon started in this region in the 60s.
Okay.
So all the disorder that you may or may not see in other areas, in other regions, you're not going to see in Bamoun or in Fumban. You just the Bamoun language itself is already a security measure because once you arrive this area and you don't speak Bamoun, we know that is a foreigner and that person has to be protected and taken care of. So that is already a security measure. We can say our language is security, and everybody in the entire Bamoun kingdom speaks Bamoun. It's like I said before, it is one language. So you have Bamoun is a very safe place. Bamoun people are very organized, and yes, the Bamoun kingdom, the safety of foreigners is not a problem here.
Okay guys, there you had it. In case you're worried about your security, you're going to be very safe because you are assured. I hope this has convinced you. So if you're 50-50 about it, well, it's time to pack your bags and come to Cameroon. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you have learned something. It has been really interesting. If you speak French, I'm sure you understood straight from what he said, but if you didn't, thank you so much for translating. Thanks to her. Make sure you go over to her channel and subscribe.
It was a pleasure, honestly.
Same. Thank you. Guys, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much to Mr. 𝙁𝙤𝙧 International for developing smart cities in Africa. This is what we need. It's about time. We change the way of life of our people. If you can come and join in, it's gonna be I'm super excited about these smart cities. And remember, it's not just in Cameroon. We have different places in Africa. We have places like Kenya, we have Cameroon, we're gonna have Ghana, of course we have Senegal. Come on, we have the Econ City in Senegal, and we're gonna also go to Uganda, so you better stay tuned in because we're just getting started. So buckle up. I'm so excited. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh guys, it has been such an interesting day. We're finally leaving the Bamoun kingdom. Oh my goodness. You know what, after all my years of traveling and all the places I have gone to, I used to think, you know, Swaziland is the most traditional African country. But then after coming to Cameroon, it hit me that, oh my goodness, these people are really maintaining their African culture, which is actually a really good thing, you know, because some African countries have lost it. They've become so westernized, which it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's better to just be you and maintain your culture. So these people, I love how almost everywhere people are wearing their traditional clothes, especially when you meet the leaders. All of them are wearing their traditional clothes, and then there's the traditional food. Oh man, it's just so beautiful, you know. And then one very interesting thing about the Cameroon tradition is that it is very common to have more than one wife. Me, like, you know, in Kenya, you just, you know, you're supposed to have one wife, or that is what we're used to. But here in Cameroon, you know, kings had apparently even 600 wives, 200 wives. It's like, what? You know, what? It's crazy. And that is what we call diversity. You know, the more you travel, the more you learn about Africa. I feel like you can never just sit down and think you know it all. Every day you learn something new. That is what I have learned from Cameroon. So let me tell you one funny thing. So just now, a few minutes ago, I was with this guy. He's Cameroonian. He's actually a prince. And then he told me that there are 32 children, you know. And I'm like, what? 32, you know. And then I told him, us guys, we are 3. And he's like, what? Oh my God, 3, you know. So it's like, what? It's funny how cultures are so different, you know. Wow, I'm so impressed. Drop a comment, let me know, how is it in your country? Is it normal to marry more than one wife, or is your country like Kenya where you just marry one wife? And are you from a big family, or are you from a small family? If you're from a big family, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being from a big family? You know, we have children who are like, you know, they say like the former king, I don't know, had like 370 children, you know. Even other people, they say they are like, you know, 50 children, and you're like, wow, such a big family, you know. Don't you forget the members of your family, you get. But everything has advantages and disadvantages. That is why I want us to leave a comment in the description box. Let me know. For me, I'm from a small family, and it's so easy because you're just 3 of us, you know. But then sometimes I wish I had a sister, because I don't have a sister. And if I had 2 sisters, that would even be better, you know, because you have people you can talk to. So let's have a conversation in the description box. Let me know. Drop a comment. This has been so interesting. You don't even understand. You guys, you don't even understand. But I've learned so much in Cameroon. It's just such a beautiful culture. Yep, such a beautiful culture. If you're Cameroonian, if you're Cameroonian and you watch this video, you have to leave a comment. Say something about your country, okay? Let me know what makes you proud to be from Cameroon, you know? Ah, man. And it's at this point where I'm gonna end this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have learned a lot. Are these your kind of videos? Do you want to see more of such videos? Or do you prefer the other kind of videos? Let me know the videos you prefer in the description box. It's been such a successful day, and this is actually my last day in Cameroon. Is it? Because I'm going to Kenya tomorrow. So is tomorrow my last day, or is today my last day? I don't know. How do you say it? But yeah, so glad I came to this country. I've been here for like 5 days. And this is the shortest time I've ever gone to a country before. I've never visited to a country and been there for less than 2 weeks. For Cameroon, it's been 5 days. 5 days. Day 1 in Douala, day 2 in Yaoundé, day 3, I don't know, in Bafoussam. Now we're in Bamoun Kingdom. Tomorrow, I don't know where we will be. It's been super fast in Cameroon. It's been crazy. It's been, wow, I wish I had more time, you know. But still, everything happened for a reason. I'm so grateful for this experience. If you're thinking of coming to Cameroon, I'm telling you, man, come to Cameroon, you'll not regret it. So much culture, you know, so much to learn. Gosh, this place they've stopped is dark, but also drop a comment and let me know, are you digging my hair? Do you love it? I've been team natural my whole time in Cameroon. Do you like my hair? Is it a yay or a nay? Let's have a conversation in the description box.